Hey YouTube, Volcanic here. I just wanted to give a quick update on what's been going on. This has been taking me a lot longer than it's supposed to. Mainly because I don't have the walls to work with. I'm trying to figure out walls. So I went and I bought these today. And I wish I had a printer so I could print out some nice backing paper, make it look cool, but I don't have a printer, so I started digging out like cardboard pieces that I had laying around to see what I could do with that by hooking them up to that, but hasn't been really working well. And then I got stumped on my I have one of these already opened and it got crushed, so I had to go in here and stone it all in so that the figures could stand on it and stuff. So it's been taking me a little bit while trying to repair stuff. I wanted to try to hook up this with a little pole going through here and make a big, drinking stand and stuff and all that stuff, a drink dispenser and all that. But it's mainly the walls that are holding me up. I'm getting some woods right now. I'm making some columns so that I can go up about here and then make another layer above here. But yeah, it's been a pain. That's the Java I'm going to use. I'm not sure what Java this comes from. I got this in a big eBay lot I won a while ago, but he's very soft on his head, and you can open his mouth. Put green slime and stuff out. Very soft plastic here, and he can move around there. His body is a little bit harder. It's still soft, but not as soft as that. But I don't know. I like this Java. I always did. My favorite Java, of course, is the vintage Java. The vintage one is really nice. I love the detail on the vintage one. But I have all my vintage figures I have up north, about 200 miles away from my house. So I'm not getting those anytime soon. But actually, some of the vintage toys slipped by, like these guys, probably because they had robes on and stuff. And I was able to, I didn't think maybe I just didn't notice, and I stuck them in this box. And I did have an extra band member here. It's kind of cool because I never really put these two side by side to see the differences between the vintage one and the newer one. These are bigger and that sticks out longer and it doesn't have the chrome around the edge. So yeah, it was kind of neat to see that. But yeah, I've been working on it a little bit. I mean, I still have a lot of stuff to do. I want to try to get all these pieces all molded into place and stuff. Go right with the contour of the room. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit. Hopefully by this weekend I can actually get this all set up. The walls are really my main problem right now. But yeah, the reason I'm using this Java here is, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, but for the past 20 years I've been working with greenhouses and wholesale floral warehouses and stuff. And about 7 months ago, they downsized me, so my job got eliminated, and I've been out of work. So I went back to school and started new job training and this and that, but I'm dead broke. So I have not bought anything new in the past 7 months for Star Wars. So I don't have that cool Jabba Black series, and like the Skiff Guard, the Jabba Skiff Guard 2. I wanted him, even though he looks horrible with that black head. And just not really that attractive, but I do need him. Other than that, those are the only two Java things I can think of offhand that I don't have that is out there that I gotta stick in here. I'm not going to be using any vintage. The only vintage stuff pretty much is what you see here, and there might be a couple more figures in the box over there, but I'm not really going to put that much vintage stuff with it. I like to keep my vintage stuff away, packed up. I don't even really like to show my vintage stuff. A couple years back I had shown some stuff, and my house got robbed shortly after, and it took me forever to replace most of it, and I still haven't replaced all of it yet. I used to have every single thing for the vintage collection, everything, one of everything, and now I don't. So I'm very cautious with my vintage collection. I also really wanted to customize these Javas here to be the whole Hutt family. When I look at this Jabba, I can't remember his name, I think he was Zero the Hutt in the Clone Wars, but that's Zero the Hutt's face. And I wanted to kind of paint him blue and give him the tattoos on his back and stuff. And then, make this the other part of the Jabba family. You know, like when you're in Clone Wars, you know, you got the one guy with the eye spectacle, and I forget the other one looked like, but I wanted to try to customize these 3 out to be, you know, Jabba's family members and stuff, which will be kind of cool. But I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that, so I just might just throw these Jabbas in there the way they are, and I think you guys will get the idea. I have another one of these. I don't know if I just said that or not, but I do have another one of these, so I'm going to be using another Jabba's diorama set, because that one's just so beat up. And I'll just use these as corner pieces in the room, and like I'm using that as the bar piece. And I have 2 cantinas that I'll use too, but I'm very apprehensive about using these because, you know, after I get done with this playset, these things are so hard to refold back up and pack up and not get destroyed. So I don't know, I'll see. I might just use one and keep the other one sealed. And I'd also like to give a big thanks to Matawaba. Matawaba did an awesome review on this piece, and I shouldn't have bought it because I really can't afford it, but it's only 13 bucks at Big Lots. So I don't know if I overpaid or not. I can't remember how much Matawaba paid for his. But he painted his up gray, and he put an Imperial sign on it, and it looks great. So I had to get one of these. And I just wanted to give him a shout out and thank you for that review. I probably would have never looked in this section, you know, or probably wouldn't even have looked at these if I didn't see what he did with them. So, funny little story too when I was getting this. So I had this in my hand, and I'm in the aisle, and I'm looking at this guy and this one. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, you know, these were $39. So I didn't buy them, but I am hoping sooner or later I can afford to grab one of each. But I was looking at this and I was thinking, what could I use this for? And then it just hit me. I mean, this looks like the invasion of Naboo when the droid army comes in. I mean, that's the color of the Naboo buildings and stuff. This could be like the entering point of the city, you know, and set the droid army up and, you know, the Naboo people up in there. And I think that would look really cool. And then this one I was thinking like kind of like a map room inside the Death Star room. You know, inside the Death Star, a room we'd never seen before, you know. Yeah, it'd be cool. I think it'd look cool. But anyway, the point was, I'm in the aisle and I'm looking at these guys get things, and some guy walks up to me, and he's going off about how he collected Army figures since he was 6 years old, and blah blah blah. And you know, I'm like, that's cool, that's awesome. You know, I'm showing him respect, you know, for what he likes to do. And then you know, he sees this in my hand and he asks me, "Oh, you collect Army stuff too, huh?" I'm like, "Nah." I was like, I'm gonna paint it gray and put an Imperial symbol on it and have it for Star Wars. And he's like, Star Wars? He's like, oh, it's one of the dumbest movies ever. A bunch of little Ewoks take down the great big empire. And I'm sure you've all heard someone say this. It's very common for people to say this stupid remark. And, you know, I just wanted to tell that guy, you know, don't you see the symbolism in this? Don't you understand that most of Star Wars is history being replayed into a space drama? You know, I mean, it's like, or a space opera almost. But it's like, you know, it's like when I see the Ewoks taking down the great big empire, I see my forefathers, the little man taking down the big government, the little man taking down the big corporation. You know what I mean? That no matter how small we are, if we work together, we can achieve something. You know, that's what I see with it, you know. I don't see a bunch of little furry Ewoks. I don't look at it that way. I look at it, you know, I see the symbolism that's in it, you know. But it's always bugged me when people always say that, oh, Star Wars, you know, if you're going to hate it, give me a real reason to hate it, you know. But I'll respect you. You don't like it, you don't like it. You know, just don't bring up dumb things like that, you know. That just annoys me because it makes me want to debate with you, you know, on it and try to pick your brain of why you would say such a thing. But anyway, should hopefully have this all set up by, I'm hoping by next weekend. I'm sorry for the delay. It's going to take a week longer. A couple other small things I found. I don't know if you guys would be interested in. These used to come with Spawn figures back in the day. Some reason when I always looked at them, I thought in my head, oh my god, baby Rancor. You know, got a little too many horns on them. You know, Rancors don't have that kind of hornage. But, you know, I was thinking of cutting down them and repainting them brown and you know, just really looks like a baby Rancor. And I got so many Rancor keepers, it'd be kind of cool to have them there. And I'm trying to remember. I remember being on eBay. I always use things like this to be the palm frond that cools Jabba down. And when I was setting this up, I can remember a few years back I was on eBay, and I could have swore I saw a figure that came with the palm frond. And I went on eBay today and I started looking around, but I can't think of a name or who he was. Maybe I'm just having a false memory. But if any of you guys remember, if there's any figure out there that actually comes with a plastic palm frond that, you know, that cools Jabba down with, let me know, because I definitely need to get that figure. I don't have them. Other than that, remember when I had my Jedi collection set up here? I set up all the Jedis. When I was pulling those bags out, this head dropped out of the box, and none of my Jedis are missing a head, so I'm assuming this goes to another figure, and I'll never be able to go through every single box that I went through and find out who this head belongs to. So I thought I'd ask you guys for your help. Let me see if I can get this to zoom in right. Does anyone recognize this head, so I have an idea of what box to open up and find his body? I don't recognize this face for the life of me. I don't know who this is. But I obviously have a figure that's missing a head, and I don't know who he is. So if this face looks familiar at all, let me know so that I could probably figure out which box he came from. But I was kind of bummed out about that. I was thinking maybe it was a figure that had an came with an alternate head or something, or I don't know. I don't recall this face at all. But anyway, enough of me babbling. Like, I'll sit here and babble for hours. But anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this, and hopefully I can have it done by next weekend. Wish me luck. All right. For those of you who are just catching my my channel here, please subscribe. I can always use your support. And thank you guys for watching and sticking in with me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.